Peaky Blinders rest.
Peaky Blinders, Season 6, the final season to the extremely popular and well-made series. And before I get into it, they're going to be full of spoilers for Season 6. You have been warned. Yes, I watched Peaky Blinders Season 6. I know that a lot of you have already seen the season. It's been out for a couple of months. But me, living in Chicago, I didn't have access to that. I had a link for a little bit. I got to watch the first 2 episodes, and then it went away. So then I thought to myself, let's just wait till it's on Netflix. And then I can talk full of spoilers, because I think that's how you're supposed to make a review for this season, because there is a lot to unpack here. Before I get into it, I need to apologize for any crazy noises that you hear in the background. The day after tomorrow is happening outside my window right now. I might not make it through this whole review. So we'll see. It's been a while since we've gotten a new season of Peaky Blinders, and the season already opens up with a lot of different obstacles that they had to deal with. First being with COVID. A lot of the production got halted because of COVID. And then unfortunately, the early and tragic passing of Helen McCrory. Rest in peace, that is just awful. So the writers and the creators of the show had a lot of challenges going into the season already. And overall, I think they did a fine job of wrapping a lot of things up in the series, considering the challenges they had to face and things moving forward, because we are getting a movie, I believe so, that will wrap up the series completely. But I think overall, what was given to them, they did a good job of closing some arc for some characters, some plot points, and everything like that. But unfortunately, this is probably my least favorite season of Peaky Blinders. And I don't think it's a bad season. I just think out of all 6 seasons, this is probably the least interesting. There are a lot of things I love they did with Thomas Shelby. I love how personal the season is with him. He stopped drinking, which is one of the more fun parts about the show, of him just being a crazy alcoholic. But here, it makes him more calm and tame. It's great character development. And we get those moments where he's about to drink. It's like, come on, Tommy, don't fucking do that, come on. And it really shows how great of an actor Killian Murphy is. Yes, I know in my other reviews I keep saying Cillian Murphy or Killian. At this point, I don't know how to fucking say it. I don't know. I feel like some people tell me it's this and other people tell me it's this. I'm going to go with Killian Murphy. Killian Murphy was great in the season. He has shown that he is one of the more underrated actors working in Hollywood today. He was fantastic here. I love what they did with Tommy's character. Everything with his daughter, him losing his mind, him believing he had some sort of illness that would take him down, which part of me kind of wishes the illness was true. The reason I say that is because I feel like he's right. The only way Tommy will die is if he does it himself, or maybe a disease gets him. I just find it impossible for anyone to kill him at this point. And I think that's kind of how they have to end the series, is Tommy dying at some point. And I think that would have been a clever way to kind of write him off. Him going out his own terms. I thought that would have been pretty cool. And maybe that's something they'll do in the movie, but I like the twist. I like the little clues you see in the picture in the newspaper. You're like, oh shit, the doctor was actually fucking with Tommy. That was all bullshit. He's actually not sick. That was a great reveal and a great twist. But like I said, part of me kind of wishes that he was actually sick, because that would have been kind of a more realistic way for Tommy Shelby to die, because he's fucking invincible. The conflict with him and Michael, I thought, boiled up perfectly. I thought all of that was done extremely well. That has been built up in prior seasons. That was built up in this season. There's a lot of things that built up to that moment, and it all made sense. I think there's nothing here that happened that felt out of character for characters. Everything felt in play with the story that they've built up for the last 6 seasons. That's why I really still enjoyed the season a lot. I just think out of the 6 seasons, it's probably the least interesting. It slows down a lot until the finale, because the finale is great and it's very high paced, and there's a lot of things that built to that finale, and they're all coming too. But I do think overall as a season, it kind of drags. I never really felt that in any other season. Like Arthur and a few other characters take a backseat in the season, and whenever it cuts to them, it's not as interesting. It's really focused on Tommy, which I think is a compliment, but also kind of a bad thing at the same time, if that makes any sense. I guess what I'm trying to say is they did a lot of great things in the season, specifically with Tommy. I think they wrapped up almost everything as best as they could, and at the same time set things up for this movie that will be the real finale of the show. I'm excited to see how they really will wrap up the series. I'm excited to see what Tommy's going to do next, how Arthur will be involved, how everyone will be involved. and I kind of heard how they want to end the series, like the final shot. I won't say it, so it'd be spoilers, possibly. I might have said in my other reviews, I'm sorry if I did, but I think that'd be very interesting for what they're going for. In the end, I really enjoyed season 6 of Peaky Blinders. It's probably my least favorite out of all 6 seasons, but that's not a bad thing. Like, out of the Lord of the Rings movie, I think Fellowship of the Ring's probably my least favorite one, but that's still a fucking incredible movie. I think overall this series is absolutely fantastic. But I will say, when I give my rating, you're going to be probably a little confused, because reviewers sometimes don't want to admit this. They'll watch something, and as time goes on, they either like something more or they won't like something as much. And for me, I think some seasons of Peaky Blinders, specifically 2 and 5, I've enjoyed more over time. But then there's other seasons that I haven't enjoyed as much the more I thought about it. I guess what I'm trying to say is I was learning during that time when I reviewed Peaky Blinders, and I'd probably change some of the ratings I did for those seasons for better or for worse. So that overall my ratings for all 6 seasons make a little bit more sense. But for season 6, what you're here to watch for, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad how they wrapped up a lot of things. I'm extremely excited to see how they really do wrap up the series with the film coming up. I'm going to give season 6 of Peaky Blinders 8.5 Davey Daves. I did really have to wait for a while for this movie, which I don't get why. I don't get why. Maybe there's things happening in the background that I don't know, personal stuff. I really don't want to speculate like that. But I feel like the show is so goddamn popular. It's like one of the most popular shows ever. I feel like they would want to pump out a movie as fast as they can. But whatever. I probably won't be able to see it for 4 years. Just how it works sometimes. But season 6 of Peaky Blinders, it's now on Netflix. Everyone can watch it now. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Once you've seen it, I'm curious to hear. And thank you so much for watching. Click here to see more of Dave's Takes.